Amendment by Bryant.
The chair recognizes Mr. Bryant to explain the amendment.
Members, much has been made of the $5 billion which HB 1 purports to set aside for public education, but that money would go through the Texas Education Agency, and we don't know what's going to happen with that money. I suggest today that it's our responsibility to make sure we know what's going to happen to it, and that's to designate the $5 billion for the basic allotment. Let's don't leave it vague what's going to happen. Let's don't leave it to the Texas Education Agency. Let's don't leave it to future amendments and future decisions and future debates. Let's take the $5 billion and give it to the public school system.
Mr. Speaker.
Ms. Hinojosa, for purpose.
Will the gentleman yield for questions?
The gentleman yield for questions. The gentleman yields.
Representative Bryant, I did not know you were carrying this amendment. I was remiss in my review of the amendments. Let me make sure I understand. You're saying that the $5 billion that we have set aside in this budget, you want to make sure it doesn't go to more FTEs at the TEA, but to the classrooms in our school districts directly to the children of Texas. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Thank you. I look forward to supporting your amendment.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, I move adoption.
The chair recognizes Mr. Van Dever to speak in opposition to the amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, this amendment is actually very simple. It defunds the entire $5 billion that is in House Bill 1 for the programs that we just described that are going to be so helpful to our students across the state of Texas. And for that reason, I'll ask you to oppose this amendment.
The chair recognizes Mr. Bryant to close on the amendment.
Members, it's $5 billion we can put right into our school system, or $5 billion that can get frittered away over the TEL, and who knows what kind of grants and programs. It'll be talked about like it was a big deal for the schools, but it won't be unless we make it be. I urge you to vote for this amendment. Put the $5 billion in the basic allotment.
The question occurs on the adoption of the amendment. A record of vote has been requested by Ms. Isaac. A record of vote has been granted. The clerk will ring the bell. Show Mr. Wu voting aye, Mr. Van Dever voting nay. Have all members voted? There being 62 ayes and 84 nays, the